It is week 7 of the Pantry Challenge for January and February for the hashtag Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. And I gotta tell you, at this point, I'm at a little bit of a Pantry Challenge fatigue level. So this week's really simple. But I do want to say, this Pantry Challenge has really made me be more creative with my pantry. You're to see that in a few of the meals this week. But also what our tried and true recipes are, and also seeing a lot of the holes in our pantry. So before we get started, we're the Canny Couple. Julia, Aaron's behind the camera, and we would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to our channel. So what are we having this week? Keeping it real simple, about as simple as I could get. I'm going back to the things that we really like with just a little bit of a different spin on it. The first thing we're going to work on is breakfast. So breakfast, we are doing an oatmeal bake. But this isn't apples, it's not peaches, this is pears. And I had a lot of pear stuff that I needed to use up. So what I have done here is I have 4 cups of oats, give or take a little bit. A quart jar of pears that I chopped up. I left the sugar water in there. We do it in a lot of syrup. I have a quart jar of pear sauce that I had made. I opened it up. I thought Isabel would eat it. She wants applesauce right now. She's not interested in anything else, so I had to get it used up. And then I have probably 1/4 of a cup of pear butter. It's this really dark stuff right here. That was really good. It's really good. And I had just enough left in that little container. I thought I'll just throw it in here so we can start using the rest. So all that's in here, and now we're going to mix it up and add a little bit of milk. I would have liked to have had this soaking overnight. I forgot. I did. I completely forgot to soak it overnight. So that is why we're adding some milk. And we're just going to mix it up and see if it needs any milk. I think it's going to need just a little bit, but other than that, we should be good to go. And I'm not really seasoning this because that pear butter has a lot of seasoning in it already. Pear butter was amazing. Aaron likes it better than apple butter.
I do.
It was that good.
I would take pear butter over apple butter any day.
And it cooked up so beautifully. I think I cooked it for 4 days in the crock pot, but I don't cook mine overnight. Aaron would have a heart attack. Actually, the only thing, I need a little bit of milk here. What you're looking for when you're baking oatmeal, just a good consistency. You don't want it too wet because it's going to take longer to bake. But you want it wet enough and moist enough that your oats are going to cook. We're just going to keep stirring. It's really a beautiful color. It smells really good. And I have a grease pan here. What I'll do is I'll get this into the pan, and then we will bake it in our little oven here with the battery, probably for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Just depends on how long it takes to cook. You just want it to cook all the way through and be done. But if it's not like completely done, you're okay because it's oatmeal. It's going to heat up in the microwave, so you're fine. If you want it heated up. Aaron will a lot of times eat it cold.
Yeah, now if we do overnight oats anytime, I prefer that cold.
I have to knock the chill off. Lunch. This is not Aaron's favorite meal, but he likes it. It's not his absolute favorite. But what we are making is we are going to make a not mashed potato, but a baked potato soup. So Aaron likes it, but it's not his favorite.
And this was basically almost all of our potatoes left over in storage. We just have maybe a couple handfuls total left. So this was from our garden last year.
Absolutely. So we needed to use those up. So I put in a stick of butter, and I thought this was a really good one to use it for. And I'm going to put in salt. I did not put any salt in these potatoes. And what I did to cook these is I cooked these in the Instapot. If you're going to make potato soup, best way to do it. Start off there. Cook your potatoes. You don't cook them for 4 to 5 minutes. You're going to cook them 7 to 8 because you want the potatoes to kind of turn to mush when you make potato soup. The next time I make real potato soup, like just plain with my celery and carrots, and I'll probably do a video on this, I'm probably just going to put my celery and carrots in there too and cook them all for like 7 minutes so they all sort of turn to that same level, that same consistency we want them at the same time. But we just cooked them in there and they've really gotten super soft. I put them in my pot here, and all we did, you can tell they're like mashing ready. But they're going to cook up so nice in the rest of the soup. Because what I like to do when I'm making potato soup is I like to get my potatoes cooked first, and then add my other ingredients into it. Unless I have carrots, I'll put my carrots in there. I'm going to add pepper. I'm going to add a bit of pepper because it is potatoes. You don't want, you can under season potatoes. I'm actually probably going to add just a little bit more salt in there. And this is Redmond's real salt. We're going to add some sour cream. So this is a hole. This is a very big hole in my pantry. And I'm not sure if we need to freeze dry some, buy some sour cream powder. I'm really not sure what the best option would be. The most cost effective option for us. This is just 8 ounces. Because we do use it for cooking. So it's something we're going to have to look at.
Dips too, and you know, anything with potatoes. Yeah.
It's a hole. It's a hole for us. Okay. And then here on my plate I have, this was 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. I have probably about 1/4 of a cup of parsley and about a cup of bacon bits.
And
cream cheese. A 1/2 block of cream cheese, so 4 ounces. And that's the other hole I'm seeing in this pantry challenge. We like cream cheese, and we're not a dairy-free family, so we can have these things. I'm making a mess. This is real life cooking. It happens. We make messes. We clean them up. Just pouring it all in my pot. And then I'm going to take my milk, and I'm going to put probably a good 2 to 3 cups of milk in here. I left my liquid in here. Now, because it's potato soup, what it will do is it will just cook on low until everything's fully incorporated and I get it to the consistency I like. And it's really that simple of a meal. You're just going to cook it just a little bit, get it good and mixed up, and it'll cook, and it'll be really a wonderful meal. You can already see it already looks really pretty. I like this meal. Aaron, he's not huge on potato soup.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
I think it's more bland than you
Maybe.
like. But you did like this the last time I made it.
Yes.
The sour cream, the cream cheese, all of that kind of helps for him. The parsley, he didn't like the bacon bits as much, but they had to sit a little while. He thought they were better. Okay, we're going to cover it with the lid. I am going to leave that spoon in there, and I'm going to turn it on a medium-low heat. We're just going to let it simmer, check on it occasionally. You see how simple my meal this week? We went crazy simple. Okay, dinner. Have my Instant Pot. And what I'm going to do, I have my rice, and I've already put my sausage in here. The sausage is pre-cooked. And then I have my rice, and see here, I rinsed it. We're making a Mexican bake. Where I was just sort of tired, I told Aaron, I said, I think I'm just going to do Mexican rice. He's like, again? I'm like, yeah, again. Because I'm just sort of out of ideas. So I'm putting in 2 cans of black beans. I'm leaving out the corn this week. We've had a lot of corn lately, so I think I'm just going to leave the corn out this time. But we're going to put in 2 cans of black beans. A little stuff on my hand there. And I just left the liquid in, which is fine. We're going to give it a good stir. We want it fully incorporated. And it doesn't hurt to put your meat in when your rice is cooking if it's already cooked. It's one of the easiest ways to make sure it's fully incorporated for me. So this is how much taco seasoning I have left. I'm pouring it all in there. I would say it's probably 3 to 4 tablespoons, and that's about what we would usually use. And I did 4.5 cups of rice. That's how much rice is in here. I have to do more rice because my little one eats a lot of rice. She really, really likes it. And then I'm going to add this tomato chicken flavor bouillon powder. We love this with rice. But actually, before I used to put cans of tomatoes in here. This is so much better. So much better. I don't know why. It makes it taste just like you're getting Mexican rice from the Mexican restaurant. And I'm putting in 5 tablespoons. I probably do a spoonful for every cup of rice. That might be a good gauge there. We're going to stir it, get it fully incorporated. Then we will put the lid on and put it the rice setting and let it cook and pressure cook for 10 minutes and it'll be done. And that's my meal this week. Seriously, as easy peasy as I could get and just so simple. And all of this, most of this we already had on hand and we were going to use up anyways, or these were things I would have bought at the grocery store to keep my working pantry stocked up, like the cheese. The cheese was on sale this week for $1.88. $1.88, that's when I would pick up as much as the limit would allow. So when we come back, everything will be ready to eat. Aaron will do the taste testing.
Okay, so here is the potato soup.
Smells good. I've already tried it.
What'd you think?
That was really good. I made a little chunkier.
Why am I trying it?
I made it chunkier. I thought you might like it.
It's a lot creamier too.
It's the cream cheese.
Probably so. That's very good.
This is pretty good.
And the bacon bits are not
too much
like before.
He can't handle chewy.
I cannot. Okay. That is the
oatmeal.
The pear oatmeal, yes. Oh, wow.
I didn't add any sugar to this either, but it doesn't need it.
That has so much flavor. Wow, because you can taste a little bit of the pear butter. That is good.
It's already gone. Dinner.
As you notice, peppers were added on top of, from mine.
Yeah.
Pickled peppers we had canned up.
I always can at least a batch or 2 pickled peppers.
That's going to be good this week.
It's a tried and true. It's such an easy go-to recipe for us.
That's good.
So this week's okay?
This week's good. Definitely. And I tell you what, that breakfast, that's pretty amazing.
I'm surprised. I thought you were more worried about it.
Well, I was, but I didn't expect the flavor to come through like that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's got so much.
I think it might be the sauce.
Maybe so. Well, any comments, questions, you can leave those below or send them to thecannycouple@yahoo.com. Make sure to go and check out our link tree, which has a link to all of our other content. And
thank you for joining us on The Canny Couple, where we work hard, live simple, and enjoy life. Have a wonderful day.